Hello everybody and welcome to Roundguard. This is a little game that I wanted to make a video of specifically because of the recent success of the release of a little game called Peggle, which is very much similar to this, except this is a much more fully featured, finished product. This game's actually been out since March 2020, and I originally played it, I want to say PAX 2019, or it might have been 2018, I can't actually remember, but I played it at a PAX at some point. Now, the reason I kind of wanted to make a video about this was I criticized Peggle pretty heavily because I felt that it was kind of lacking in content and variety, and has, you know, admittedly, it's a very early access game, but it's very, unfinished, and I think it kind of suffers from that. This, however, kind of flew under the radar and didn't have the same kind of success as Peggle did, and I kind of wanted to take an opportunity to spotlight this game because it is very, very similar. So, what are all these games that I'm talking about? Well, there's been a emergence, maybe not as of late, but over the past few years of people trying to remake or make a new Peggle. Now, Peggle is perhaps one of the greatest casual games of all time. Peggle was made by the good folks over at the studio who put out Plants vs. Zombies and is published by EA, or owned by EA, I guess. Which, unfortunately, they've kind of just become that Plants vs. Zombies garden warfare machine, and they don't really make the casual games that they used to, which were pretty revolutionary. PopCap is the name of the studio. I was blanking on it and just kind of worked my way back around to it. Anyways, this is a run-based Peggle, essentially. And I think that the art style for some people kind of turned them off, but in motion and when you're actually playing it, it is extremely nice to look at, I think is the easy way to put it. So before we actually dive in and do a run, if we go over to the settings menu, there are a few things I'd like to highlight. First off, you can just adjust the game speed. You can make the game real fast if you want, which I think is actually really cool. You can also, play the game in slow-mo if you want. If you don't want the camera to zoom in really quickly on the character, because it does this dramatic slow-mo at the end of every level, if you don't want the camera to zoom in suddenly, you can disable that, which is a really nice motion sickness feature. There is an arachnophobia mode, which I do have enabled. I'm not arachnophobic, but just in case anybody watching this is, it removes the legs on the spiders. So instead of having big spindly spiders walking around on the levels with spiders, it's just like a weird orb thing that poisons you. We can also show the turn counter if we want, or we can show the play timer. But we're going to just jump in and do a new run here. So the game does include normal, weekly, and daily runs. The weekly, it's a set character, and you have 7 days to finish it, obviously. There's daily, which is, in this one, there's no mana potions, and there are more unstable potions. But here, we just have the original. So I'm not very good at this. Admittedly, I kind of didn't really pay much attention to this game after it released alongside of a lot of other people, but I felt myself more and more wanting to go to this game. I just didn't really have a reason to, and Peggle made me go, all right, it's time to go back and look at Roundguard, because I was very unsatisfied by the release version of Peggle. Now, we do have some starting characters that we can start off with. There's the warrior, who's your dude with an axe, and he has kind of like a spin attack. There's the rogue, which has a double jump, so when you're in midair, you can jump a second time. There's the wizard, who has lightning, and then there's the druid, who can use Sprout Walk, and I haven't unlocked that one yet, so I haven't had the opportunity to try it. We're just going to play the wizard or not the wizard, the warrior for this run, though. There's also relics, which I'm just going to skip through the tutorial for this. These are essentially just little, they're like skulls in Halo, so you can add these to make your run easier or harder. Easy mode, there are more potions, and all the hero stats are boosted, so if you just want to, that's the one that they give you off the start, is just casual mode, essentially, but you can unlock other relics, which make the game harder later down the line. So, we can also set a custom seed, or we can just play a random one, and we're going to jump in and start a run here, and I'm going to show you what Roundguard is all about. So if you never played Peggle, it's essentially pachinko. It's you have a ball at the top, and you shoot the ball down, and the ball bounces off of things. But as you can see, we actually have a skill. Right here we have a spoder, so if I hit the face of the spoder will bite me, and I will take poison damage. There are potions around. These little orbs poison me, and then these are enemies that we have to hit. Obviously, jars contain money, as the great gods of The Legend of Zelda have taught us over many, many generations. So what we're going to do, actually, here, I'm just going to bounce off that, and that did not send me in the direction I wanted it to, but Oh, I was trying to hit him there, but I missed. So we want to land on the cushion. If we land on the spikes, we take 5 damage. It's not debilitating or anything. It's pretty easy to gain that back. But if I miss the cushion, then I take damage. I hoits. But if we land on the pillow, then I don't take any damage. So it's kind of like an added, like, timing-based element to the game. Let's grab a little bit of regen off that, bounce around, and I missed again because I'm very good at this game. We hit the spoder. And we're out of mana, so I need to hit blue potions in order to actually be able to use my little spinny ability again. And boing, there we go. That's what happens when you hit the cushion. Let's see if we can hit some of these rats here. If we time this right, maybe I can hit both the rats and the spoder. And I still don't have any mana. I keep on trying to use it. Wow, that was lucky. I didn't think we'd land on that, but hey, look, we pulled it off. And we missed the mana. Let's just grab some of this mana over here. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look, and then we just clear all that over there, and then we get to bounce down slowly through this side. So something that I wanted to address earlier, I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like the art style to this game. And I can kind of see why people would dislike the visuals. But one thing that I'll say is, in my time playing this, it's grown on me dramatically. Like, I don't think it screenshots very well, but in motion, especially combined with, like, the sound effects and, like, everything is just so happy and colorful in this game, very akin to classic Peggle as well. It's the more I play of it, I think the more I like the look of it, and the more I like kind of its weird, almost flash gamey looking style. It looks nice. I don't know. It's hard to explain it. I think, another game that kind of had that effect on a lot of people, that people really didn't like the look of it initially, was Slay the Spire. But over time, that game's very good, and people have really come around and genuinely like the look of it now. So now we get kind of this, like, dramatic slow-mo as we bounce down into the end. And then we get a new gear upgrade. So, because we landed on the armor chest, we get a protective coat, which is going to go on our little warrior dude up here. So we can either sell it for 300 gold, or I can take it, which gives me plus 80 health, and we get a shield when we're below 50% health. Let's jump into the skeletons. Another thing that I should probably mention is that you can hit M to go into the map, and everything in this game is extremely tutorialized. So if this is like your first run-based game like this, it explains what every single buff is. The tutorial is very, very comprehensive in this game. But you can also skip through all of it. Also, if you hold right mouse, it does fast forward time in game. So maybe it's taking forever for a slow monster to get by. You can just, like, hold down while you're aiming and just, like, speed that process up so you don't have to wait as long. There we go, taking out these skeletons. And I fucked it. Rip. There's a very happy looking chest over there. Something I like about this game a whole lot is that this is what I mean, but you can speed up time. Something that I really like about the looks of this game is just everything is, wholesome is the wrong word, but everything is just happy and loud and bombastic. And, like, I'm just expecting these guys to just be having the best time. Like, he's just so happy. Like, he's, like, weakened and cursing and, like, landing on spikes. But he's just like, yeah, this is great. And that's one of the things I always loved about Peggle, was just its incredible amounts of happiness that it just gave off. And this game is doing a very similar, like, yes, I got him. Okay, perfect. Now maybe we can get that mana on the way down, some money. Smack, smack, smack. Combine that with just the music, like, this game's just, it's such a positive vibe. That's the only way to really put it. And something that I found to be a bit of a problem with some of the other Peggle-like games that I've played is just, they often start to feel a bit too much like that was not really the direction I wanted to go, but that's fine. They always start to feel a bit too RNG heavy. This, I feel like I have a lot of control over it just because of the abilities. And we'll get a second ability here pretty soon, most likely. And we'll get upgrades to our abilities as things go. Nice. Let's see. Can I... That's the spoder down. Ah, man. Wow, I think I like two-shot that. That was quick. Jeez. Because we were able to take the spider out right away. But yeah, as I was saying, a lot of Peggle-style games always end up feeling very RNG heavy. And if the boards aren't, if there isn't a lot of variety in the boards, and if the boards aren't well designed, it can very quickly feel like you are just kind of at the mercy of the game's this decision that this is how physics work, right? But because you have the abilities, and because the rogue has a double jump, and because you have the ability to use a spin attack to spin through stuff, it is very easy to feel like you have a lot of control over the actual character, and I really like that about this. Did you forget about my glorious gift hero? Did you forget that you must prove your worth by completing my quest? Well, no matter, you can try again. So this person gives you quests, right? You get quests, we have to kill 10 skeletons, and you get these little quests, and then you get special drops for completing said quests. So basically the game's saying, hey, idiot, go to the place with the skeletons, kill skeletons, and we'll give you a special reward for that. So they are kind of optional, you can ignore them, but I clearly kind of ignored them in that one. Because I'm just too busy talking here. But there we go, boing. Bonus level done. Look at that. And we get an ability, I think. Gold Lust. So plus HP, then plus HP for each gold pot devoured during Gold Lust. So we can, it's a skill that we can activate. And we're going to put it on the spot 2. It costs 10. But when I have mana, I will now gain bonus gold. I will now gain bonus gold for the pots that I hit. All right. I don't believe I've ever seen it do that before, but that's kind of funny. Just get sucked in at a point. All right, let's see what we get. So I think we're going to start off here, and we're going to activate Gold Lust. Didn't last very long, though, did it? I was kind of hoping it would last longer. On the bright side, though, we actually ended up kind of... man, screwed that. Pretty bad. But we got the level up. We got +2 attack, and... Oi, okay. I got a little sketchy, but hey, we made it work. Boing. Ah, man. I was aiming for that, but we didn't quite pull it off. Ah, and I missed the cushion. Let's just take you out. He did bite us, though, so we did take some damage. So these are obviously spiders. So these would normally have big, spindly spider legs if you had arachnophobia mode off. Bonk. That kind of didn't work the way I'd hoped. And that's just going to happen in this style of game sometimes. You just don't want it to feel unfair. The thing about this game is, like, the visuals and the kind of super hyper positive attitude everything has in this game kind of makes me not care so much when bad things happen. It's just kind of funny, you know? Less annoying. Let's just hit that. I'll take it. We just hit smack the health potion and bounce right back in and hit him. So we get some new armor. So it gives me another 106 HP. Well, we need to kill skeletons, so. 10 skeletons, to be specific. Daring Hero, the Menacing Monsters. I love a good adventure tale. But you know what's my favorite part is? It's all that gold. All right, so this person, he spins your wheel, and you get prizes based on where the wheel lands. It's kind of like a middle-of-the-run bonus, if you will. And he'll pop up from time to time. Permanent +1 attack when an enraged enemy is hurt. Ooh, that's interesting. So if enemies get enraged, they do more damage to you when you collide with them. But if we get permanent +1 attack for hitting them, that's actually kind of neat. That's like a reason to hit them, even though you'll take damage, because that permanent +1 is actually pretty good. All right. And they get like this little cursing symbol above their head when they're enraged, so they're pretty clear. Look at that. Well, that mystery potion turned out to be mystery poison. We're just gonna smack that. Okay. I will take it. Absolutely. Thank you. Let's just hit this guy again. Bounces into what matters. Okay. Well, I was going the wrong way. Ah, man, twice I missed that skelly. It's in an awkward spot. Awkward spot. Let's just bounce off the health potion and gain the HP. Boing. Boing. Ouch. I still gained HP, though. Still a positive. But that cleared out that center bit a little bit. I will take it. I think we're just going to go straight through the middle here. Well, I mean, we got out alive, so let's just hit this skelly straight down here. When ghosts die, they can't, and this is what I mean by the game's very heavily tutorialized. She shows up constantly and explains everything, but it's also pretty quick and easy to skip through her dialogue, so. Because a lot of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory, I would say. Like, this game's not hard to understand at all. You know, I say that, and I'm probably, like, misunderstanding something very vital to this game, and you guys are gonna be like, hey, streamer, you missed that thing. Easy to understand, my butt. Ooh, what do we have? Charge towards the nearest enemy or chest. I think we are going to get rid of Gold Lust and take that, because that seems pretty great, if I'm gonna be honest. Music's such a jam, too. Now let's just get that, dude. So we're up against kind of a mini boss here. So the bosses do get bigger, and there's like if you get further in, there's these massive like Cthulhu monsters with multiple tentacles that you have to hit. So this wind blowing left to right is going to blow us left and right, obviously. One thing that I really do need to praise this game for is it does have quite a lot of variety in the bosses and enemies. You're gonna see a lot of new things playing through this. Like, I haven't seen very much repeated stuff yet. At all, actually. Also, tons of achievements and stuff to unlock. Oh, come on, I was really hoping we would get the safe zone there, but nope. I love this kind of snowball effect. It's super funny. Hey, we made it! All right, let's see if we can hit this. Let's see what we can do. Okay, well, we broke out. Ah, come on. I was really hoping we could take him out there. Okay, so far so baller. I guess we just dive down, spin attack, or, well, I don't actually have the mana right now, but if we can get that mana on the side there. Oh, nope, we just killed him, I think. Yeah, it looks like it. So because it's a mini-boss, you get the guaranteed reward. I was really hoping we could get those chests, but +1 attack each time you gain health and resets before you exit the room. Okay. I can't actually see what that says. Let's just see if I can. Nope. Come on. Perfect. Okay. Now, but no. Let's just. Nope. Okay. I agree. We're gonna be here a minute, I think. Boing, and there we go. Okay. Everything's so satisfying. Let's keep this show on the road, shall we? So many coins, so many decisions. Let's try and just get some HP back. This would be a room that would make that that gold ability useful. We'd make so much money here, but it's fine. We were able to get all the chests on one side and gain some HP back. We also got a new piece of armor. armor. What's this? Extra health and plus bleed. Ooh, I will take. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see if we can get some stuff on this side. That'll stack really nicely, actually, with the reckless charge that we have. Ding, 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 ding. Moving further down. Spiders, spiders, spiders. Why is it always spiders? I didn't even need spiders. Just wanted the mana, to be honest. Also didn't want to get hit in the head by that. There's a little wizard down there, and she's going to shoot stuff at me. Not bad. And then you die on the bleed. Man, that armor is really nice, actually. With the bleed. Two down. Hey, look at all that. That's the potions grabbing session. Nice. I like that the reckless charge pulls us straight through the jars. It's actually quite nice. And there she goes. Man, that was a huge damage buff. It's actually turning out to be a pretty good run. Just more attack? Yes, please. Now we're up to 36 attack. So now we could just go straight to the boss, or we could go around it and try and get a little bit more XP before it. Big bad, watch out. Exactly. I just really enjoy games that have a lot of character and don't take themselves too seriously, and this very much does that. Charge attack 5 times in a single turn. Okay. And we're halfway done defeating skeletons. Let's actually go for this. Charge! That's 2 down. Okay. That wasn't the one I was expecting him to go for that one, but I guess I was closer to the one at the bottom. We're just gonna bounce on this side. Zoom. That actually... Okay, these guys are... That guy's enraged right now, so we do get that permanent attack bonus still, I think. Bonk. Yep, look at that. We're now up to 38 attack, which means I want to hit him again if possible. Excellent. 39. I did take some extra damage for doing that, so now the screen's kind of pulsating red because we're seeing red. But I would say that that was a benefit for us overall. Let's charge. Really trying to get that charge 5 times thing. And that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. GG. I really like that reckless charge. That's fun. What do we have next? We just weaken nearby enemies and instantly kill any under 19 health. You know, I think I'll take that over the spin attack, because I feel like I always miss the spin attack. The only problem here is we are very low, so hopefully we can get some HP. Hopefully Boss Lady is kind to us and gives us, you know, what's the word I'm looking for here? Hopefully Boss Lady's nice and there's lots of health pots up at the top, because otherwise we may be in trouble. Wish me luck. Then she yells about test subjects and whatnot. Okay, fortunately. So she's going to buff/weaken these mice around her periodically. And we get to pick our poison, quite literally. All right, well, we landed on the pillow, so that's good. Also, that bleed is going to be super helpful. Yep, I know what bleed is. Thanks, game. Well, we got that dash. I don't want to get that weaken in the middle of everything. Okay, we got the weaken in. Nice combo. However, the problem is I'm about to die. And I think that's me. So that, I think, is probably... I think that, with that, that is Roundguard, everybody. A lovely little run-based pachinko/Peggle-like for you and your friends to go and play. There's a number of different zones, a number of different bosses to discover and find, as well as, you know, the unlockable classes. And as you can see right here, leaderboards. There are overall leaderboards for the world, so you can like kind of get an idea of how well you're doing. Then you get to spin this wheel at the end and get some unlocks for your progression and all that jazz. There you go. Permanent +1 mana at the start of each room. Your slight little bit of progression to keep you interested. And then just the option to start a new run. That's Roundguard, everybody. If you're interested in checking this game out, it's on Steam. And it's been on Steam for a number of years now. I do recommend, if you are a fan of Peggle, to go give this a try, especially if maybe you played Peglin and you want something with a bit more content that is finished. This is probably a good one to recommend. That being said, you know, hope you at the very least enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this of games that you may or may not have heard of, go to my YouTube channel, and you can peruse the sample size that I do have. And if you would like to, you know, support the work that I do directly, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description, as well as super thanks is now active on this channel, so you can tip in a comment if you would like. Or if you want to see my face while I play video games, go over to twitch.tv/BLINDIRL to watch me play probably Dwarf Fortress and way too much of it. We're also going to be playing through Citizen Sleeper this week, so if you see this video and it's Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, I'm probably live right now playing some Citizen Sleeper and or Dwarf Fort. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.